Hi guys, this is Valentina Palladino for Ars Technica, and I'm here with the newest product from Fitbit, the Fitbit Blaze Smart Fitness Watch. There are a lot of things about this device that frustrate me, but there are some good things that this device does. Basically, Fitbit made this to be kind of an in-between device between its performance device, which is the Surge, and another more active lifestyle device, which is the Charge HR. This is a kind of smartwatch. I wouldn't really classify it as a smartwatch, but that's what Fitbit kind of wants you to think. So if the Blaze looks a little bit familiar, you're not crazy. It looks a lot like the Apple Watch. So it has this 8-sided shape here, but the brains of it are all in this little rectangle right here. There's a touchscreen LCD screen and 3 buttons in total. This one to kind of wake the screen, and then these to kind of select things on the screen. Even though it is a touch screen, you don't have to use these buttons. One of them is also a shortcut to like music control and quick notifications and stuff, but you don't need to use these buttons at all. Unfortunately, the shape of it kind of makes it bigger than it actually needs to be. If you can see, there's some space here in between where the frame and the module like don't really match up, and because of that, it's really, really bulky. It's unfortunate because this thing is not heavy at all. Like, you can really barely feel it when you wear it, which is a great thing, but it's so much bigger than it has to be. You can see here that it has the kind of typical elastomer Fitbit band. It comes in small, medium, and large, I believe. So there's a few different sizes depending on your wrist. On the back, it has a optical heart rate monitor, like many of these devices do. And the one issue that I have with it is that it really doesn't need to be this big, because you can pop out the module, and you will have to do this. You will have to do this to charge it, because there's a little rectangular kind of charging case that you put this in order to charge it. It's kind of annoying because while it pops out really easily, I always kind of feel like I'm not putting it in correctly when I'm putting it back in. I almost feel like I'm forcing it into place. You can buy different bands to go on this, which is why it's being labeled as probably Fitbit's most stylish device. There are leather bands that go along with this. There is one chain link option. You can switch them out as much as you like. There are these little pins here, just like on any kind of interchangeable watch band, that lets you switch them out. And for that reason, Fitbit is labeling this a kind of stylish fitness tracker smartwatch thing. Whether or not it's your style is up for debate, but it is really trying to be the fitness-focused version of the Apple Watch. So this is the first full-color touchscreen LCD display that any Fitbit device has had. And it's really nice. It's very easy to maneuver around. So you have your Today tab, which you can tap on, and you can see your current activity stats for the day. This is a continuous heart rate monitor that it has on the back, so you can see it also gives you your resting for that day, your resting heart rate, what it took right when you woke up, and your current heart rate as it changes. And then the distance that you walked, calories, floors climbed, that kind of thing. So you can tap this button to go back, and then you have exercise, which is where you go when you want to log an exercise manually. One of the great things about the Surge and a lot of the other Fitbit devices, because they've all been updated with this software feature, is that it has a thing called, I believe it's called Smart Track, and it's basically auto recognition. So for certain activities like running, walking, elliptical training, treadmill, you can basically tell these devices that you want it to automatically recognize and track that activity for after you've been doing it for a certain number of minutes. So for example, I do a lot of indoor running, so treadmill and elliptical running, and this knows when I'm on either of those machines, and after 10 minutes it will automatically track it, and that recorded activity will end up in the app once I sync it. It's pretty great. At first I was unsure if it actually did that, because this never vibrates or does anything when it's automatically tracking you. You just open up the app and it's right there. So that's really, really convenient. The other new thing that is exclusive to the Blaze are these FitStar guided workouts, or on-screen workouts. Right now there are only 3 of them, but they are basically like guided workouts on the Microsoft band, in the sense that it will guide you through a certain workout routine using the screen. It'll count you down through all of your exercises, all of your rests in between. There are 3. There's a warm-up one, the 7-minute workout, and the 10-minute abs. And just to show you what it would look like is if you tap on this, it'll give you kind of a little start page, and up here is really cool. You can see every single move that's going to tell you to do in sequence before you start. And I'm just going to start one so you can see how it looks. Now, if you watch, it's showing you how to do bicycle kicks, which is great because if you are unfamiliar with some of the moves, it will show you how to do it on the screen. And I found that really, really helpful. At the end, if I were to do this workout, you would see all of the stats right there, and then you just hit done, and it goes back to the original screen. So the Blaze can also receive your text, call, and calendar alerts from your smartphone. This works with iPhone and Android phones. These are all my text messages that I've had recently. And you can just scroll through them by swiping on the bottom, and it's really, really easy. You can't reply or anything from the device, but you can receive things and look at them. And if you want to swipe down from the top, you can quickly and easily turn on or off all of your notifications. And this is also where you can control music from your smartphone. And if you wanted to quickly access that, you could press and hold the top button. So the one good thing about the Blaze is that it delivers on all of its technical promises. It's pretty good at tracking your daily activity, exercises, heart rate. I never really had any big issues with it on any of those respects. And the FitStar guided workouts are really, really fun. I just wish that there were more than 3 of them. I just don't understand where it fits in to Fitbit's line of fitness trackers. I'm just not sure how many people would choose this over something like the Fitbit Surge, which has a built-in GPS and pretty much all of the other features that the Blaze does other than the color touchscreen, LCD, and a few of the notification capabilities. If those specific features that it has and none of the other trackers do really appeal to you, then you might find use of this device. It is $200, and there are a bunch of other fitness trackers available for $199 that you could buy that do basically the same thing or even a little bit more. And there are other ones that are even cheaper that are certainly more fashionable, like Fossil's devices, and they're coming out with a whole ton of them. It's really just up to personal preference in terms of style, but also in terms of the little features that you're going to want your smartwatch or your wearable to do for you.